From frozen tundras to searing deserts, some birds have evolved to not just survive, but thrive in the planet's most unforgiving environments. These 10 species push the limits of adaptation, proving that extreme weather doesn't always mean extinction. One of the most iconic examples is the emperor penguin. Native to Antarctica, it endures temperatures plunging below -60 degrees Celsius and hurricane-force winds. Instead of fleeing the cold, they face it head-on, huddling in massive colonies where individuals rotate from the exposed edges to the warmer center. Their tightly packed feathers, fat reserves, and unique circulatory system help conserve body heat in the coldest place on Earth. Then there's the snowy owl, a white ghost of the Arctic tundra. While most birds migrate to avoid winter, the snowy owl stays put, or even moves further north in winter. It's built for brutal conditions, with thick plumage down to its toes and acute hearing that lets it detect lemmings under thick snow. These owls are also remarkably territorial, aggressively defending their nests in landscapes that offer no shelter and little food for months on end. Equally adapted to high altitudes and harsh cold, the Himalayan Monal is found at elevations exceeding 4,500 meters in the Himalayas. It lives where oxygen is thin and temperatures stay below freezing much of the year. Despite the cold, this pheasant species is brilliantly colored and remains active all year, scratching through snow to find roots and insects. Its lungs and blood have evolved to efficiently use oxygen in extreme altitudes, much like high-altitude mammals. In stark contrast to cold survivors, the sandgrouse thrives in scorching deserts like the Sahara and Kalahari. These birds are masters of desert living, enduring blistering heat and bone-dry landscapes. One of their most unique adaptations is the male's belly feathers, which are specially designed to absorb water. He flies up to 30 kilometers to reach a water source, soaks his belly, and then returns to the nest, where chicks drink the moisture from his feathers. This remarkable method keeps chicks hydrated in a place where water is almost non-existent. The Andean Condor is another high-altitude specialist, soaring across the Andes Mountains at altitudes up to 5,000 meters. It's cold, windy, and low in oxygen, but the condor's enormous wingspan, over 3 meters, lets it glide with minimal effort for hours. It uses thermal currents rising off the mountains to travel vast distances in search of carrion. While food is scarce, its slow metabolism and efficient soaring make it one of the most energy-conservative flyers in the world. Down in the brutal expanses of Patagonia, the lesser Rhea handles powerful winds, freezing nights, and dry terrain. These ostrich-like birds can run at speeds up to 60 kilometers per hour and have strong legs suited to rocky, windswept steppe. They're flightless, but their feather structure provides insulation against both cold and intense UV radiation, while their diet of hardy shrubs and insects helps them stay nourished in this rugged environment. The common raven may seem out of place in this lineup, but it's one of the most versatile and intelligent birds surviving from Arctic tundra to burning deserts. In Greenland, ravens scavenge meat year-round, even when temperatures drop below -40 degrees Celsius. In the Mojave Desert, they seek out shade, cache food, and drink from rare water sources. Their intelligence lets them adapt behaviorally, using tools, solving problems, and even following wolves or humans to scavenge food from their kills. In the high Arctic, the red knot migrates through some of the coldest regions on Earth, traveling over 15,000 kilometers each year. During breeding season, they nest on the tundra, where temperatures can still drop below freezing in summer. Their body undergoes drastic changes, shrinking internal organs during migration to save energy, and regrowing them once settled. These physiological shifts allow them to function in both extreme cold and exhausting long-distance flights. The horned lark also stands out for its ability to inhabit both frigid and arid extremes. Found across North America, from icy plains to sun-baked deserts, it's one of the few songbirds adapted to open, exposed habitats. In cold climates, it nests in shallow depressions lined with grass and feathers to insulate against sub-zero temperatures. In deserts, it shifts activity to early morning and late evening to avoid heat, and eats seeds that provide both food and moisture. Finally, the Bristle-thighed Curlew survives not by enduring the extremes year-round, but by mastering one of the longest migrations in the bird world. It breeds in the remote, windswept tundra of western Alaska and then flies non-stop for over 4,000 kilometers to tropical Pacific islands. What makes it remarkable is that before it can make that journey, it survives weeks of fasting during the molt when it loses the ability to fly. This delicate balancing act between energy loss and timing migration perfectly is what allows the species to make it across oceans and continents. Each of these 10 birds reflects evolution's answer to life in extremes. Whether it's freezing cold, suffocating heat, thin air, or barren land, they adapt with specialized physiology, behavior, and migration patterns. Their resilience is a reminder that survival isn't just about toughness, it's about being built for the challenge.